Once you've satisfied your hunger, get ready for more of the hottest casino games in Vegas. Our 24-hour, 30-table non-smoking poker room proudly hosts all the most popular poker games with a variety of betting limits. Visit the poker room for a schedule of daily tournaments. Whether you're going to hold 'em or fold 'em, the best place for poker is at South Point Casino. You'll notice that our craps tables are usually the loudest in the casino. If you've never played, join one of our free craps lessons to find out what makes this game so exciting. Check with the craps dealer for schedules and give it a roll. Bingo is also an exciting way to spend your time. We offer 7 sessions of bingo every day. Bingo! And each session includes a cash ball jackpot, 12 bingo games, a progressive double action game, and a $10,000 bonus coverall. Electronic units are available. If you haven't played bingo with us, give it a try today. Guests can also get in on the action at our one-of-a-kind race and sports books. 2 separate rooms designed to maximize your experience and comfort. Our sports book, with over 400 seats, puts you right in the middle of the action, 24 hours a day. The friendly ticket writers are happy to help, and it's conveniently located next to the famous Del Mar Deli, where you'll find supersized portions of delicious deli items like roast beef, pastrami, and Reuben sandwiches, or soups, salads, and pizza. Plus spectacular desserts fit for a king. And right next door is the race book. Over 150 seats, each with its own TV screen. There are 16 interactive player terminals, so you can bet right from your seat.
So this logo here leaked on the internet last night for Super Bowl 60. It's in Santa Clara, Levi Stadium, so it's got 2 shades of blue, maybe for denim since it's Levi Strauss. So Lions fans and Bill fans are really excited. But you know who else has blue in the uniform and might be excited? Duval. Roll the opening. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that would be my Liam Cohen impression. If you watch any show yesterday, everyone was having fun with that because literally they said he has no aura. Like, that was the worst thing. Duval. So there you go.
How long did you practice that? Because that was pretty spot on.
I watched a lot of video. I've seen the video. We put a show together yesterday, and then every show you watched, if you watch Around the Horn or Pizza, they showed that. And then it was all over the internet. I think it was NFL Network where they had all the former players watching that. They couldn't even speak. They were dying laughing. They're like, what is this guy doing? So there you go. We were first yesterday morning. Thank you for finding us on YouTube, and welcome to the show that Sports Illustrated said, wait, we're still a magazine? Really? Punchlines. It's a program that's a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, and educated gambling advice. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and suffering from a cold, so I apologize for my voice. And today's show, I can't believe the pair on this guy who spotted OSU head coach Ryan Day, who just won the national championship, on the streets and asked him for a selfie, and he pulled this. He went blue.
Go blue, baby. 4-0.
Oh.
4-0. Woo! Attaboy, Ryan Day. Extend them.
All right, Alex literally gasped watching that clip. She went, oh, yeah, so Michigan's beat him 4 times. Is it 4 or 3?
Michigan has beaten
him, yeah.
Not that kid.
Well, no.
That's what's so funny. You're not 4-0 against anyone unless you're really good at table tennis or something.
Whoa. Well, Alex coming out firing. Yeah, who am I talking to? Well, making her first Wednesday appearance in a while, which is actually your Friday, if I'm not correct. If I am correct. 4-time national championships winner at UNLV, sports betting analyst. And now she is going to do her impression of Jags' new head coach, Liam Cohen. Duval.
No,
just move your mouth and I'll do the voice.
I don't want that.
Go to a
live
Jeff
on the
Parles single.
internet.
No? All right. Okay. Jeff Parles called for a single shot the other day. He goes, wait, and put a single on. And then it got all dramatic. Love him. Alex, right? Name any celebrity right now. I'll do an impression of him. That's what I had set up for you here.
I don't know.
You can think on it.
Okay.
Think on it. We'll think on it. We'll get back to it. I want to get back to the logo I showed at the top of the show. So we're going to put that graphic back. I don't know if you had seen this yet. There it is. So a lot of blue in the Super Bowl 60 logo. What do you think? I mean, if you're going by this conspiracy thing where the colors of the teams have appeared, could be a Lions-Bills Super Bowl. Look, someone actually predicted the stats.
They did.
And the Lions win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen has over 300 yards passing, but still loses. So
it depends what happens this year because the color that's on the bottom is supposed to be the winner.
Oh my God! You've broken this down like
it's more the green.
Film.
So if the Eagles actually win, then if you're looking at those colors, it looks like the Bills might be the winner, right?
The darker blue
on the bottom.
So maybe the Bills win the Super Bowl. Lions. Who else? Dolphins have blue.
The Rams have blue too. So do the Chargers.
Chargers have powder blue for Ann. We also have. This is our team. This is how we bleed blue. You have the flow with, what was his name? Seth.
Almost every AFC South has blue in it, doesn't it?
Jags, Titans. Yeah, you're right. Texans even have a shade. So I don't know. We'll see. Let the conspiracy theory begin.
But that's the one we all want.
Look, that's the Super Bowl matchup I wanted this year. And look what I get. The Chiefs versus the Eagles. Terrible fans versus a budding dynasty. I think last night I had a fever. I was over 100. I think I had a fever dream. And I think what it told me was, I'm okay with Kansas City winning 3 in a row. I want maybe to witness greatness more so than Philly fans be happy. But I don't think Patrick Mahomes isn't a bad guy.
No.
It's not like he's going to, I mean, he's on every commercial when you watch a game, but he seems like a nice guy.
He does.
Andy Reid, one of the best coaches of all time. Actually, someone said if he wins this Super Bowl, perhaps he surpasses Belichick. I don't know about that, but.
I thought you were going to say perhaps he retires and then.
Excuse me.
There was a lot of Raider fans that would be very excited about that.
Yes, exactly.
If he retired. But
Pete Carroll takes over the AFC West. Anyway, Alex, thanks for being here. Let's take a look at today's punch menu, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, there we go. Okay, here we go. He's going to take our order.
May I take your order?
In our comedy clip of the day, we have Here's a Guy, and then we have some gambling advice in our daily segment at 12:36, and in the punch ball, we got Kenny, JJ, and Paul. So it should be fun. We close the show with the legendary handicapper Kenny White's Dog of the Day, followed by our Dog of the Day, which is a really cute one. Your dad was actually here today, staying a little late.
Yep, he had to get out his overnight lines, and he was working on some women's college basketball.
How much time a day does Kenny White spend on his computer?
18 hours.
18 hours a day. I mean, honest to God, every time I see the guy, he came to my show last Friday. I was like, hey, Kenny White. I looked down, he was in the crowd on his computer. Like, I was like, Frank, that was a good joke, but I'm looking at Iowa State right now. And he's amazing. Make sure you watch Kenny White on Sports by the Book when he's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then he does the show solo on Fridays.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Very good. So let's see here. Top of show breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that. This is a really cool clip. Now, Alex, A.J. Brown is a huge wide receiver. Everyone always talks about, oh, he's so big and muscular and he's just a big guy, right? Unless he's standing next to one of the NBA GOATs. Now, this is just to show you how big LeBron James is. If you ever forget what an amazing athlete this guy is. This is LeBron. Now, the Lakers lost in Philly last night, but A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith were sitting courtside, and LeBron came over to say hi to him, and he daps them up. Can I get away with daps?
Yeah.
I did? Where's Drew Dog today, by the way?
Today's his day off.
It's his day off. Or, Alex,
He might be doing some appearances.
as Timothy Chalamet lookalike. I'm telling you right now, he's probably walking around Caesars making money as a Timothy Chalamet lookalike. So anyway, here's LeBron meeting AJ and Devontae. Look how much bigger he is than these guys. And that's AJ Brown. He looks like a child next to him. LeBron, who played some high school football as a receiver, tight end. Actually, I think at one point, didn't he say he thought he was going to do it? Maybe there was a lockout in basketball. I remember him saying something. LeBron felt like he could play in the NFL. By the way, at that size, he probably could, but it's just amazing.
A.J. Brown, I didn't know he was really known as one of the biggest wide receivers.
He's like jacked, like not tall.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf is a beast, yeah. But still, LeBron would still make him look small. LeBron's 6'9".
Yeah.
He's all muscle. For the purpose of this bit, I made A.J. Brown one of the big ones.
And then I'm thinking, like, Mike Evans is really tall for a wide receiver. I don't know.
It's my last cough of the day, I swear. Set the over-under at 3 more coughs. Comedy clip of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So we've shown this guy before. So this is a multiple choice question for you. We've shown this guy doing Chris Collinsworth and how much he loves Patrick Mahomes, and he's back. So, Alex, where would be the worst place to be trapped with Chris Collinsworth? Multiple choice. A, in line at the DMV. B, waiting on you at Applebee's. Or C, your Uber driver arrives and Chris Collinsworth is the driver.
Well, first of all, he's my favorite color commentator.
Okay. What?
And Vince and I were talking about this before because I was trying to figure out if it was Tom Brady. He is doing the Super Bowl.
Right. Brady is, yeah.
And Vince said that's better than Collinsworth. And I was like, you watch your math, Vince.
So you're a Collinsworth.
Me.
Okay, look, there's a lot of people. Okay, he's a Florida State guy, played for the Bengals his entire career. Florida. I thought Florida State. Florida? Okay. So corrected by Keith. It seems like he's always hated a little disdain for the Steelers. So when he does the games, Steeler fans complain. I like him. I don't mind him. I also like Jack Buck. I like a lot of people that people hate.
And he gets a lot for that. This is a guy, but what comes after that is always really good information.
Okay, well, so where would you?
Okay, so
even though you would be happy to see Chris Collinsworth.
Well, those are. I mean, it's got to be the Uber driver, right?
Well, let's find out. Here we go. This is what it'd be like.
If
Comedy clip of the day.
Happy.
Where would you have to put up with Chris Collinsworth? Oh, here we go.
Watch the beat.
It's a pretty nice car.
Oh, I mean, surprisingly pretty big. Sort of something we see out of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, how long have you been driving Uber for?
I mean, really, it's just some vice for me to stay busy, you know? I mean, these off seasons are so long, I need to stay talking, I gotta analyze the economy. It kind of translates perfectly to my real job, which is, well, being a fan of Patrick Mahomes. I mean, hell, this might be my full-time gig if broadcasting goes away. Oh, rats.
Rats.
The horse has got to go back to the barn.
What?
I'm out of gas. I got to pull over.
Are you serious?
This is not going to look good on my 5-star rating.
Yes. Okay. That was the weirdest. Hi, for Parker? What? No, Uber.
I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, very funny stuff. Collinsworth has done the Super Bowl many times. I don't mind him. Tom Brady, this is, I feel like, first Super Bowl he's doing. A lot of people love him, hate him. I don't mind him. I haven't hated Tom Brady. I mean, he brings more gravitas than anybody. So we'll see. This is the biggest test for him because it's going to be the most eyes on him. I don't mind. We'll see.
Before the NFC Championship game, that's the one they did, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, because he was talking about the Eagles.
Yeah.
And that's weird. They did back-to-back Washington Commander games. But anyways, I was nervous for him when they're in the booth and they're shooting those two before.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he seems nervous still. So that is a huge stage to just get thrown into.
Well, most
in the first year.
most former NFL players start on like the C team, the D team, the E team, work their ways up, get better.
Right.
Then they get the call up to the bigs. Like Greg Olsen has worked his way up, and a lot of these former players. Tom Brady's too high profile. They got to give him the number one slot. Of course, it's like anything. You need time to develop, and you need to get good. So he'll get better. Look,
yes.
I respect him. I'm not a huge Brady fan because we all know he cheated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for roll call. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Oh, live chat. Looks like someone hit that button for me. All right, so the kickoff question was, since we see that logo for Super Bowl 60 with the blues in it, what's next year's Super Bowl matchup? JR immediately, our Cincinnati guy, Johnny. Who do you think he put?
Bengals.
Of course he put the Bengals. Bengals versus Eagles. Look, they have the offense. If they're going to spend money in the offseason, they got to get some defense.
Definitely.
They can score points. But as we were saying right before the show, by the way, welcome back, Sean. Sean is back on his first appearance in a while. He was out. He is back. And we talked about T. Higgins, who's going to be a free agent. Can the Bengals afford Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? No. He's going to the Steelers. I'm telling you right now.
It'll be very interesting to see where he goes because he could be a wide receiver one.
Yes, on any other team almost. Exactly. Mini Dar, welcome back, Mini Dar. Broncos, 49ers. Boy, the Broncos are going to make a big jump. 49ers in their home stadium could happen. Dean Hild, I'm going with Rams versus Baltimore. Boy, the Rams late run. Okay. Nick Sansone, did Frank just say aura? Yes, I did say aura. I was talking about Duval, Liam Cohn. Keith Lyle, the Bears. It always starts with the Bears. The Bears don't have any blue in their uniforms. Oh, they kind of do. They have the navy blue. That's right. I have Natola. Rams will be there. I think the Ravens turn too. Could be the Dolphins. That could be the Dolphins colors or Chargers. A lot of good ones, guys. JR.
How are the Dolphins getting there?
What's that?
How are the Dolphins getting there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they are. It's their blue. I mean, they have the baby blue.
I just meant like
how are they legitimately going to get to a Super Bowl?
Tyreek Hill basically took off his jersey at the last game and
pretty much. Yeah,
it's a big piece of that.
I don't think anyone. It could be the Dolphins. That's
could
just
be the
Keith
Dolphins.
pontificating.
Oh, because of the colors.
Yeah.
Colors.
Oh yeah. I think they're going for the colors. But yeah. Oh, we're asking for legit matchups. Yes.
I don't know.
Keith Lyle, Drew Dog is booked at the Concrete Convention. Today is Timothy Chalamet. I don't understand why. Okay, this is JR, Johnny. I don't understand why people don't like Collinsworth. I was always a fan of Jack Buck, but don't like Joe Buck. See, I'm the opposite. Jack Buck to me. But again, I caught him towards the end of his career. Driver looked a little like Romo. All right, good stuff, guy. He kind of does look like Romo. That's not bad. All right, it's time for That's Crazy, because Alex White is here. It's our favorite feature to do with Alex. Here we go. We got the cat. Look at it. The cat's on the keyboards more than Kenny White. Look at that. We could call the cat Kenny White. She got it in there. I heard it, Ann. Thank you. All right. So, Alex, that's crazy. And you're going to the ice.
Yeah. Should we first tell the story about?
Okay, if you want to. All right. So last night, as I'm basically kind of composing the show on my phone in bed, I'm having fever dreams. So I found some cool stuff about the Super Bowl. So I wrote Alex, hey, Alex, let's do like an all Super Bowl. That's crazy.
On email. He emailed me.
I emailed you. I should have texted you.
Yes.
Okay. So then Alex sends in to Keith and I, she sends in a bunch of ideas for That's Crazy and it's all hockey. And I go, these are great. They're great. And then she realizes like an hour later, she goes, just saw your email about wanting all
6 a.m. I'm like working on some things. I go to my email and it says, hey, let's try and stick to all Super Bowl stuff for That's Crazy.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
So I checked the time of both and I was like, wow, that was
It's better to
really
be diverse. No, let's get some pucks in there. All right.
Let's mix some pucks in
there. All right,
there.
Go for your hockey.
Just because there was a lot of hat tricks yesterday.
Well, there you go. So there's a reason. There you go.
So there was two guys, each had a hat trick in the Buffalo Sabres game here. Wait, we're starting with the other one. And then the Knights lost to the Stars, and that is because Wyatt Johnston had a natural hat trick, which he was the 8th player in the NHL history to complete that natural hat trick in overtime. So natural hat trick is where they're consecutive goals.
Right.
So no teammate
unanswered.
or opponent has a goal in between your three, and he got it done in overtime to complete his third one. Only the 8th in NHL history. So I thought that was pretty crazy.
That is interesting. And I have been at games. I was at a game once where Mario Lemieux had a hat trick. So that's pretty cool. Now, here's the thing about hat tricks. What's the tradition for hockey fans?
You
take your hat off and you got to throw it. I was wearing, this is going to date me so much, but I was wearing an Oakley hat. Remember the Oakley hat, Sam, with the O? Right. This is my favorite hat. So I'm wearing my Oakley hat. I go with my buddy Bill, and there's a whole set. So everyone's throwing their hats, and everyone's looking at me to throw my hat. And I'm like, but this is my favorite hat. This is the only hat that I like. And I didn't throw it. And I got so much crap from everyone in that section. They're like, why'd you bring him? Because my buddy's a season ticket holder. And I didn't throw it. I'm like, this is the only hat I have. Plus my hair was all messed up underneath. I didn't want to throw it. So do you have to bring a spare hat to throw, like in case? Because I don't want to throw my good hat.
Well, I know the Knights are pretty smart because they give you a discount at the store. If you throw your hat, then you have to go buy a new one and you get a, 20% off. It's not a great discount.
It should be more. It should be like half off for that game. Oh my God, that's a great, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. This is my good hat.
When I was at a Knights game before, I was on the side behind the nets,
Okay.
which had a. I saw people try and throw it. It hits and falls. It's so great.
See, I wish that would have been me. Yeah, or you could probably get a couple hats that way. And by the way, and the seats I was at, we were kind of off the. He was off one goal. So this is before, fortunately or unfortunately, this is before they put up the netting, the protective netting, because of, they didn't want pucks flying in. So it was an easy throw. See, if it would have been when the net, I'd go, I just had surgery shoulder or surgery. Can't do it. But anyway, it's just a weird tradition. It's a cool tradition, but I don't want to lose my good Oakley.
I don't think you get shamed anymore either. People are just like, it's cool. You don't have to throw it if you don't want.
What if I just got back from Turkey for a hair transplant surgery and I want to keep my hat on? That's where everyone gets their hair transplants, according to my feed. All right. Anyway, Alex, you have another hockey one.
No, that's it. Just those, the 3 hat tricks.
Excuse me.
Yesterday. So, but Keith did want to point out that the Sabres had more goals yesterday in that game than the Cowboys did rushing touchdowns on this season.
I still love the fact that in the NFC Championship, Philadelphia had more rushing touchdowns than Dallas did all year.
I don't even know how that's possible.
By the way, speaking of the Philadelphia Eagles who are in the Super Bowl, Chris just put this out, ladies and gentlemen. We have more props that have been released. Will there be a missed extra point attempt? There's a lot of good ones here. Total number of players to have a pass completion in the game, over 2.5. So they're talking about a halfback option there possibly, right?
I think Sean said he loved that one.
Sean's back. Creepy Sean, I don't know if you can do the lean. We kind of have some extra gear there. I don't want you to lean if you can't. Sean, which one have jumped out at you as a pro? There he is. He's sliding in. Oh, we got the Sean cam. Is Sean on camera? A number of players to have a pass completion. Well, right. So that's the 2 quarterbacks are obviously going to have completions.
Oh, yeah. And I think there's going to be a trick play for a 2-point conversion, and it's going to be successful. Kind of like the Philly special that happened a few years back. And
so we can bet on multiple.
You can get plus price for that.
It's over 2.5 is plus 175 here at the South Point. So, yeah, a halfback option, a flea flicker, or not a flea flicker, but what are you looking at?
He tied it all in. Remember yesterday we were talking about successful 2-point conversion. He just said it's going to be a trick play for a 2-point conversion.
You could catch them both on one play.
Yeah.
I mean, look, say Jalen Hurts has to go out for a couple plays, or Mahomes has to go out, Patrick Mahomes. And then they have to put a backup in, and then all of a sudden you get a completion and you cash. So that is an appealing bet at plus 175. Total net yards in the game by both teams combined. I love how they arrive at this number, but 718.5 yards. So I mean, each team gets around 370, right? 350 would be 700, so 360. You need around 360 from each team. Quarters with the most points scored. These are amazing. Shortest field goal, total field goals. Sean, you probably like total field goals, right? Haven't checked that one out yet. All right. So you have plenty of time to look at these bets before the Super Bowl. So come down to the South Point. As you know, the best odds to bet here at the window. Total touchdowns in the game. Now, this is a frank bet if I ever saw one. 5.5. Minus 135. So, okay. 5.5 touchdowns. Will there be 6 touchdowns with these two offenses? I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
That could be one I'd bet for. Because I've already said on the show, I don't care who wins this game. I'm going to root for action. That's what I do. So I like that one. I'm circling it. This is my sheet. I'm taking this one home. It's officially mine. I like that one. So anyway, come down to the South Point. These are hot off the presses, and player props are coming, right?
Player props are coming. I think the whole package should be complete by Friday for their Football Frenzy show. So
okay, there you go. By the end of the week, Football Frenzy, big football show here that the guys do. So they will have them for by the end of the week. Okay. Boy, JR is going crazy here. Not Sean. Frank just coughed, saying he wouldn't cough, number 1. All right, Sean, you're keeping track. I said over under 3. Okay, time for what? 3.5. 3.5. All right, here's my that's crazy. Now, Chris had mentioned this when he came in after the show to both of us yesterday, and as soon as I go online yesterday, John Ewing, who does a fantastic job, Vic Fangio, coach defenses, have faced Patrick Mahomes 8 times. 6 when he was with the Broncos, twice with the Dolphins. They are 0-8 straight up, and 2-6 against the spread versus the Chiefs. That's as per Evan Abrams. So Chiefs minus 1.5 against the Eagles. So these are things you got to look at. You have 2 weeks to look at this game. What do you look at when you're coming up with your numbers for the Super Bowl? You have to look at stuff like this, obviously.
Yeah, and I really want to look at how the last 2 teams played defensively to try and stop them, right? Washington tried to stop Saquon Barkley, but really couldn't get it done. And then, Travis Kelce was completely shut down in their game, but of course the Chiefs found other ways. So you're kind of looking at how the defenses are going to try and scheme up to get stops here.
Yeah.
But that's tough because, I mean, the Dolphins
they weren't good
defense
teams,
was
right.
not like this Eagles defense.
True.
And the Broncos have been irrelevant for quite some time. Right? I mean, if you look at the Eagles defense, their depth chart, you probably know more of those names than you do on any other defense.
That's probably true. But that's got to live in his head a little bit. That's got to be in the back of his mind. All right, Mahomes has toasted me, so I got to do something different. But I do have better players, correct. I know for sure. I'm going to be curious to see what the Saquon Barkley over-unders are going to be, because I think the way the Chiefs are going to look at this, the way they're going to approach it with Steve Spagnuolo, they're going to look at it like, we got to stop him. Like, key on him.
I think so, too.
Don't let Saquon Barkley beat us. Let's force Jalen Hurts, who, as we know, has been wearing a brace and has been hurt. If he's going to step back and he's going to beat us, that's fine. We're not going to let Barkley meet us. So I'm going to be curious to see what the Barkley over-unders are.
I agree. Sell out to stop the run, especially because, I mean, if he runs all over them, if he gets 150 to 200 yards, it's probably a win for them. The hard part is Jalen Hurts can run. So that's what makes it really complicated when you have a quarterback that can move too, because you got to be ready for both.
This is why over 5.5 touchdowns might be my bet. All right, I have one more that's crazy to show, another football themed.
Stuck with the football.
So I wanted to go and say that tonight, Kansas City and Philly are playing. So here we go. Joel Embiid is missing his 400th game for the 76ers. He's been active for 446 games during his 10.5 seasons, bringing home almost $266 million in that span. The 30-year-old has 4 years, $248 million guaranteed remaining. So if you're the Philly GM, you got to say, wait a second. He's missed 400. He's played 446. Giving him all that money, and all that guaranteed money is still there. That's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. And I will talk. Now, you can see that logo there, Kansas City Kings. Tonight, the Sixers host the Sacramento Kings, who used to be Kansas City. So basically, tonight, we have a Super Bowl preview. We have Kansas City versus Philly, is what I was going with there.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. Because I remember, and it was funny because as I was doing this in my fever, I realized, I was like, wait, didn't the Sacramento Kings used to be in Kansas City? Because I had, like the mini helmets we use, I had like little NBA balls of all the teams. I mean, it was the San Diego Clippers. It was, there was a few other teams that don't exist anymore. Cincinnati Royals. But I remember having the Kansas City Kings. Fish should say Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Pisces. But I remember that. So tonight, it's kind of a matchup between Kansas City and Philadelphia, which we'll talk about more in picks at 12:36. But that's crazy. All right, let's look at today's date and celebrity birthdays. Today is episode 329, which covers southeastern New York, including Poughkeepsie. It's January 29th, 2025. And let's see. Okay, all right. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going for a three-peat this week. If I can go 3 in a row, tricking you and the crew here on my fake national day. I don't have high hopes for this. Okay, here we go. Here are the national days. There's only a handful. National Puzzle Day. Courtney will be happy about that. National Corn Chip Day. National Check Your Pulse Day. World Curmudgeons Day. National Carnation Day. And Free Thinker Day. So, Alex, if you want to look at these. Jerry, check your pulse. Sean, check your pulse. Vince, corn chip. And what say you on the mic? She's checking her pulse. This seems like a good national day that you should regularly check your pulse to see how healthy you feel.
Well, that's what
You're checking your pulse.
It was a visual.
Okay.
So everybody thinks that since you've been a little under the weather.
What?
So you thought of that.
Okay.
All right, I'll follow the crew.
Yeah, that's the fake one. All right, yeah, that wasn't probably my best work. Yeah.
Dang it. No 3-peat.
The fact is, no one will want to play with me anymore if I keep fooling you.
True.
So I kind of had to give you guys a softball. But yeah, it's not Check Your Pulse Day. You should do that every day. By the way, I had a fever. I didn't check my pulse. Oh my God, I have a fever. Yeah. Wasn't feeling well. And celebrity birthdays, courtesy of Keith. Oprah Winfrey. How old do you think Oprah Winfrey is? She's been around forever. Guess?
No.
71.
Wow.
I know, right? She looks great. Oprah's 71. Jack Lambert, 43. Now, Jack Lambert played for this. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's a typo. Adam Lambert, not Jack Lambert. Adam Adam Lambert, both ferocious. Adam Lambert, 43, my mom's favorite singer. So mom, play some Adam Lambert today. And Tom Selleck, this one's kind of shocking. Ann, did you hear us talking about this? How old Tom Selleck is, who looks great still.
He looks great-ish.
Great-ish.
Yeah.
How old do you think he is today?
I'm going to go 76.
He's 80.
Wow.
Tom Selleck's 80. He's been on TV since I was a kid on Magnum PI. I'm doing Friends as I've been sick. I've been watching Friends. Tom Selleck is 80. Ladies and gentlemen, the doors are opening to the stage. Jimmy Vaccaro is here with a ticket in hand. Jimmy, what do you got for us? You want to jump up? You want Alex to take it?
Yeah, Alex to take it.
All right, Alex to take it. Jimmy, any parting words?
I just gave them to you. I need to take them when you're done.
Oh, yeah, you
okay,
do.
so go ahead and read
We
the
don't get to
ticket.
keep this. Okay, 55,000 on under 49.5.
Wow, so someone just came in, bet 55,000 on the under 49.5. Wow.
You know, seriously, what will start?
That's a great bet for
Little
them.
slow start on the Super Bowl a few days ago.
Okay.
You can feel like there's a little energy. You will get more of these starting next Monday morning.
Is that when it comes?
Yeah, that's about when you see it. We'll have a nice, weekend crowd because people coming in from Arizona, whatever, they'll pick up something.
Okay.
Stuff like this probably won't show until next weekend. We're all ready for it, kid.
All
It
right.
should be the biggest handle we've ever did.
Is that right?
I think, help me out. I think the state did $185 million on the game last year. I think that's what it was.
Wow. And you see it surpassing 185 million.
Yeah, whatever it is, I think we'll pass it, even though it's a slow start.
Okay.
Some people are just like, now they're all probably starting to feel a little bit better. But
Sure.
double check that. I'm pretty sure it was 185 million.
Okay, we'll check it right now. Thank you, Jimmy Vaccaro, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy stops in with late breaking news. Anytime we get a ticket, 55,000 on the under. And we could hear him okay? I know I was kind of relaying his words. Yeah. So you saw the bet, and he needed the ticket back. It wasn't a duplicate, or it wasn't.
was a duplicate.
It was a duplicate, but he's probably going to take a picture and tweet
Yeah.
it. 55 on the under, and what did you say?
I said that's a great bet for them.
For them, yeah, because you feel like the over is going to hit.
No,
Or-
I feel like the public's going to come in and everybody's just going to bet the over. So now they have that already on the other side. And they'll just be getting a bunch of smaller bets on the over.
All right. And when will you officially feel comfortable giving out some bets or props on the Super Bowl? I mean, like you said, we have 2 weeks.
Probably Monday or
Monday?
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, the props will definitely be out Friday, so we can talk about player props next week.
I like to have my full packet
Right.
in hand, so then you were circling already.
Right, I circled a few.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much time will you put in really doing this?
Probably too much.
Too much? Now, do you put in more time than your dad or equal time?
I don't know. I mean, he already stated, talking about some of these, he's like, these are small bets, right?
Right.
If you want to do some of them for fun, but you aren't getting the best value, and, the sports books have been doing this for a long time.
Okay.
But player props and stuff like that, if you have an edge, then yeah.
Speaking of which, we have a couple weird bets that I want to get to. This is perfect timing to do the weird bets. All right, so, and you have this. I'm going out of order there. I screwed up. There, we're back to the beginning. So, as we know, Chris and everybody who's sports betting analyst on the show always preaches value. And thank you for using the word value, and your dad was talking about value, because we had a couple bets that hit the internet yesterday, and it kind of seems silly. So, first of all, go ahead and show Alex this one. So, someone bet
Oh my God.
Jake Elliott. Someone actually bet $550 on Eagles kicker Jake Elliott plus what is that? 100,000 to win Super Bowl 59 MVP. Total potential payout $550,000. So he would be the first kicker to win Super Bowl MVP. Now the only way that happens is if the game becomes like a defensive struggle,
Yeah.
and maybe he kicks 6 or 7 field goals, and it would obviously. I mean, Saquon Barkley gets stuffed. Maybe Jalen Hurts only throws for $190 or like 200, maybe a pick or two, and then they go, well, we got to give it to the kicker. I mean, that's a lot of money to take a flyer, but it could pay $500,000.
It's got to be an Eagles fan.
It's has to be an Eagles fan. Plus, he's had his troubles this year kicking the ball.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so he's like the last guy you want to do that.
I'm like, you don't want Harris Butker? No.
Yeah, right. And let's look at the other one. I just realized we didn't get to AI image, did we? I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little under the weather today. I'm squirreling it. A bettor bet MGM wagered $25,000 on Travis Kelce plus $1,500 to win Super Bowl MVP. That bet would make $375,000. Not a horrible bet. I think we said yesterday he's about third in odds. It's like Barkley, Mahomes. Maybe he's fourth, and then Hurts, and then Travis Kelce, I think. So that's a lot of money to put. Will, does he play well when Taylor Swift's in the house? Yeah, he didn't have a great game last week, but wow. I mean, that's a big bet. But if he has a big game, that means Mahomes had a big game too.
Exactly, yes.
And who do they always give the MVP?
Well, Mahomes is a 3-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP. So, yeah.
Yeah, that seems
That'd
like a
be
waste
tough.
of money on that one.
25,000, just like that.
Blow it away. All right,
But, I mean, tight ends have won it before. It could see it.
And I mean, he is a marquee matchup, so he's gonna,
And they have had the lateral plays with him, right? So
Yeah, that's
he
true.
might be.
Maybe he throws one. Maybe that's the 2.5 that gets you over on completions. All right, here we go. AI image. I apologize. We have Oprah Winfrey, Tom Selleck, Adam Lambert. Let's roll it. All right, in the machine. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know if that's Adam Lambert or why is there a giant brain? Oh, Free Thinkers Day.
Free thinkers.
Oh,
wow.
did we need to see a massive brain like that? That's a little weird. Check your pulse day. No one's checking their pulse. That's because that's fake. National Carnation Day. Those aren't carnations, are they, Ann and Alex? Those are daisies, right?
Oh, definitely carnations.
Oh, they are the pink ones?
Yeah. Oh, well, there is a
daisy there.
in there. Yes.
All right. And then she's got a juice box?
Chips.
It's corn
Oh, it's chips. Corn chips days. I apologize. There's a little butterfly in there. Nothing to do with puzzles, though.
No puzzles.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not Tom
the brain
Selleck.
is a puzzle.
The brain is the brain is a mystery, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go to picks at 12:30. Say, oh, we can't. It's 12:34. All right, we'll open the punch bowl.
Cannot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pull out the punch bowl. There we go.
Man, I cannot believe that big bet on the under.
The big bet on the under coming in. And it was interesting that Jimmy said, come Monday, that's when he thinks it'll get more aggressive. Well, just like you. I mean, they want the whole packet.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get the whole thing. All right.
I'm really curious where the side. My dad said he doesn't think it's really going to move. He thinks the 1.5 is the
Okay.
right number, and it's going to be two-way action on both sides. But
And the over-under right now is 49.5.
I think more people would have to lay the 1.5 with the Chiefs, right, and eventually move, and then people will start taking points with the Eagles. I don't know.
What is the under right now? Is
It was 49.5.
49.5, okay.
Let's see if they moved it after that big bet, though.
Interesting. All right, we'll go punch bowl 1 on this. This is just a silly graphic. It's kind of funny. So 49. 49. Okay, thank you, Sean. All right, here's just a thing that's just really for me and Sean, basically. Here we go. Kenny Pickett. Someone put up this. When you do nothing in the group project and you still earn an A. He did nothing. And there's him and his wife, Kenny Pickett, now an NFC champion. He did take the last snaps of the game.
Hey, we've talked about it before. Best job in the NFL.
It's a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz, that's a good storyline right there. Carson Wentz, who was on the way to taking Philly to the Super Bowl, got injured. Nick Foles steps in and wins the Super Bowl.
And gets a statue.
And gets I still don't believe there's a Nick Foles statue for basically one game.
I learned that from Punchlines, actually. I was watching it the other day.
Who said that yesterday? Was it? Did Jeff bring it up?
Yeah.
I need proof of that. I'm going to look that up. All right. Anyway, there's Kenny Pickett out of the way. Punch ball 1. Let's get to picks at 12:36. Here we go. This is probably the most in-order show we've ever done, ladies and gentlemen.
And I keep
Picks.
hitting the table. Sorry, Ed.
We have someone named Scotty Scott in the chat. KC 4th down conversion over Dallas Goddard over yards. All right, Scotty Scott. You are new to the chat. Thanks for subscribing and jumping in. If you're watching the show and you're not a subscriber, all you have to do is click subscribe. And after a 5-minute wait period where we vet you, check your social security and your credit score, we let you in. Joking. You get right in 5 minutes. Nick Sansone. Chase Daniel is making a ton of money as a career backup. Oh, there's guys that have made a living. Colt McCoy, that's why he does that Progressive commercial, which is hysterical. It's funny. So, yeah. Anyway, Scotty Scott, welcome to the show. He likes the KC 4th down conversion over and Dallas Goddard over.
That's funny. I'm waiting to see any 4th down conversion because I want to look for attempts. I'm looking for 3.5.
These two teams will be going. Yeah.
Or to actually have successful 4th down conversions, we're looking for 1.5 or 2.
I mean,
over.
is that how they'll build the tush push into a bet? Because I don't think you can say,
Right.
I don't think you can put out a tush. They'll just say 4th down conversions.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's something to root for. And then there'll be that group doing it at home.
Yeah.
Punts over under? What's that? Is that one too? Yeah, we're going to look for that because you think under because these two teams will go for it.
Yeah.
Statistics say, I guess, go for it. Okay, Alex, what do you have first today?
I have college basketball today.
Beautiful, love
So a little bit of hockey, and that's crazy now, college basketball. So I have 1 under, 1 over. We're going to start with the the under, I believe.
Okay.
And I put this on my board too, but
Here, do you need it?
yes, I do. Northern Iowa and Drake. Let's see if it's the same number. We're going. No, we're. Oh, I switched it. Dang it.
Yeah. Oh! Alex got her first trombone. I am not the only one. Wear it like a badge of honor that you got a trombone. I think Jeff has gotten one, possibly. Alex, you got. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alex just got a trombone. Okay, Alex. Who cues that? That's Ann doing that. Okay, all right.
I forgot.
Hysterical.
I went for bigger names. And bigger conference because the Drake, but I do like that under. But that
Love
is
the Drake.
Missouri Valley. But we're going with the Big East here with Xavier and Creighton because both teams have much better defenses than they do offenses. Creighton, 27th best defense, 50th on offense, and Xavier, 40th best defense, and they are the 70th best offense. So expecting a slower game here, especially both of them play relatively slow. So under in that one.
Okay.
Over in the Alabama game, of course. Alabama is playing Mississippi State. All these SEC matchups have been very good games. Alabama loves to run. They're number 1 right now in pace in all of college basketball, and they are the 5th best offense with the 43rd best defense. So expecting a lot of points. It's a very high total, 166, but I think we get there with ease. So 1 over, 1 under.
I like
today.
it. In college basketball, I'll be watching tonight. A couple games that By the way, Pitt beat North Carolina yesterday.
Yeah. North Carolina's.
Yeah, Pitt's 14-6. Pitt's they're getting stronger. I watched some of the game in and out of whatever I was doing, but
It's actually for them to make the tournament, you have to lay it's a minus 130.
are you talking
Pitt
for Pitt?
to make the tournament? They're favored right now to make it.
They should. They're having a good
Yeah.
year. Jeff Capel's finally got some players there that are sticking around more than 1 year. All right, I'm going to the NBA. Now, again, I mentioned this earlier. It's Kansas City versus Philly, kind of, because the Kansas City Kings used to be the Sacramento Kings. SGA has just been amazing. He's going to win. He's the favored to win the MVP right now. In the last 10 games, the Warriors are only 5-5, and Steph Curry is day-to-day with that knee injury. He didn't play the other night against Philly, I believe. The Thunder keep rolling. They're 30. What is their record? They're in single digits in loss. I know you were looking at power rankings. They're still the best team. The only time they've burned me this year, I've bet them a handful of times, even times I haven't given on this show, was on the NBA Cup final, the night of our Christmas party when Milwaukee beat them. That was when they shot the coldest they've ever done. But they're 7-3 in their last 10. I know the line is 10, correct? It's 10. I like the Thunder tonight at the Warriors. Probably no Steph Curry. Even if it is Steph Curry, he's not 100%. And the Warriors just aren't the Warriors. That is an amazing line, in my opinion, to see. Just to see the Warriors at home
It is.
getting 10 points. So it just shows you the shift in power over there in the West. So.
You're right. 37-8 is their record.
37-8.
Second best offense right now and 9th best defense, according to dunks and threes.
They're a complete team. I'm telling you.
Very.
The one time I go out on a limb for them, they lost to Milwaukee. But, who cares? Anyway, I like them tonight.
That's because Giannis wanted that.
He did. He wanted it. He did want it badly. Okay, punch ball number 2. We have some Paul Skenes action here. So Paul Skenes did a photo shoot. So my question is, would I rather see a photo shoot of Livy Dunn or a photo shoot of Paul Skenes? I'm going to go Paul Skenes. I'm telling you right now. So Paul Skenes, here's him throwing some balls right at a camera. This is what it looks like to face Paul Skenes. So the balls, whoa. So I think he hit the cameraman right there. I'm going to assume those aren't real baseballs. I think those are like those softballs that they use. I can't imagine the Pirates want him throwing unnecessarily, but one of the crew steps in to see what it's like to face him. But look at this. Shoot. And he's not even throwing that hard, obviously, but they got some really cool shots. That shot right there. That's the one with the ball in the air. And I like those Pirate uniforms. Whether they're going to wear those or not, I don't know. But the yellow cap, yellow shirt with the white pants, those are awesome. Could be a spring training thing possibly. I don't know. But pitchers and catchers report like in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm very excited. Every year, spring hopes eternal. I think, the Pirates are going to. This year, no. I just looking forward to Skenes days. Because they've done nothing to add to that team except for bums.
Where's their spring training? Florida or
Bradenton,
Arizona?
Florida. Yeah, they're Florida. All the East Coast teams are pretty much in Florida. I mean, your West Coast teams do Arizona. And all the years I lived in LA, I never went to the Cactus League. I never went. And I don't know why, but
It's so fun.
yeah, have you gone?
Yeah, I've actually gone to both. because my brother played in Florida.
Oh.
And then a group of us went down to Arizona.
Yeah,
Maybe like 7 years ago now?
a bunch of us went for my birthday to see the Pirates, and Baltimore trains close by, so we went to see the Baltimore game and Pirate game. It's really cool, and I got a foul ball. Everyone's like, there was like 40 people. They're like, "Are you really that impressed? You got a foul ball?" I'm like, "Oh, kind of," but it's a good time. But pitchers and catchers are reporting, so I'm excited to see baseball come back. It's going to be a good year.
What about even with the Dodgers being that big of a
I am a little soured because of what the Dodgers have done. I mean, I know Chris is going to release the over-under early. I think Reno Paul was saying he saw it around 104.
Wow.
I mean, it could be as high as 108. It's just, they have like a 7-man rotation, and we were talking about the pitchers they have. Oh, and they're getting Shohei Ohtani back to pitch.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it is unfair. There's no cap. There's no basement. Okay. I enough raging about that. All right. Talking about the Lakers, we saw a clip of... saw a clip of LeBron earlier. JJ Reddick has kind of had it with the players, and bad loss in Philly the other night. So here we go. Here's JJ Reddick talking to reporters when they asked him about Philly.
Look back on your time here as a player. Are there any philosophies, just takeaways from that time of your playing career that you feel like has influenced your early coaching career? Anything that...
Yeah, if you can play in Philly, you can coach the Lakers.
Of course, if you can co-host a podcast with LeBron James, you can coach the Lakers. Kind of how he got the gig. But I think he's just saying, look, it's tough to play in Philly. It's tough to coach the Lakers because they are a high-profile team in the league, and they're like the Dallas Cowboys in football. But he yelled at a couple players last night. He's getting a little emotional. People are saying he's over his head. But I like what I've seen from JJ Reddick so far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
LeBron's calling the shots. We know that, but he's done a good job. The Lakers, Dalton Knecht was back, had a nice game last night. Dalton Knecht, who played for Tennessee last year in the tournament so well, he's back, had a big game last night. They did lose. I don't mind sticking with JJ Reddick. I think he's going to do a fine job. Okay, a couple more things there. Not Sean. Frank was saying, Sean, you're saying I went over on the coughs?
Yep.
Oh.
People taking joy in my coughing. Okay, last punch bowl of the night. This is a multiple choice question. All right, Alex, we have someone who had a bad golf shot in Arizona. Do you think it's A, it's a celebrity, Michael Jordan, B, Charles Barkley, C, Shaq?
Barkley.
Why Barkley? That is the correct answer. Because he talks about golf all the time.
I know Michael Jordan bets on himself golfing all the time, so he's got to be pretty good. And
all right. So here we go. Here's Charles Barkley, a little upset at his shot. What? Oh, wait! Barkley, bad ball. There he goes. He's a horrible golfer. He's a bad golfer. He talks about it all the time, how bad he is, but he keeps playing. If you're bad at something, do you keep doing it? I guess so. Have you hit? What's
golf,
that?
Yeah.
Have you hit the links lately?
It's been a while. Might have been our tournament, actually.
Oh, the one I missed. I gotta get out there. Well, this is a good time of year to golf in Vegas because it's kind of nice out, right?
In your opinion.
Oh, I forgot you grew up here. 55 degrees is freezing.
I'm waiting for the sun to come out.
Oh my God, this is the kind of weather to play in. It's perfect. It stays cool. The beer won't get warm in the cooler. It's perfect. All right, it's time for Kenny White's dog of the day at this point. So here we go. Excuse me. Kenny White's dog of the day. Northern Iowa. Oh. Northern Iowa plus 7.5 at the Drake. Love the Drake. So you had
the under.
The under. Okay, well there you go. So both Whites.
Points are at a premium.
Did I ever meet? Shut up. I have met Drake. By the way, where is Drake University? Is it in Indiana? Hey Siri, where is Drake University?
That's
what I found.
Oh, good. I have directions. Okay. All right. Where is Drake University?
Iowa.
Iowa. I know.
Capital of Iowa. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
Do you know what the capital of Iowa is?
Cedar Rapids or Des Moines?
Des Moines.
It is Des Moines.
And that's where Drake is.
It's in. Oh, maybe that's. I should have known that. I think I've told this before, but February 2020, I was playing the Funny Bone in Des Moines, and we had a nice trip. It was a lot of fun. Then COVID hit, and I didn't realize the highlight of my year was a trip to Des Moines, Iowa. Not a lot of people say that, but actually, Des Moines. Beautiful city. They had the suspension bridge. It was a lot of good people in Des Moines. All right, here's our dog of the day here at Punchlines. Cute little dog named Lucy. Lucy in the bath with us. So anytime this woman takes a bath, her dog Lucy just brings her random items. A frying pan. There's some eggs. Yeah, that could have been hot. But anyway, she's like, Mom, look what I'm doing here. I think she's saying bring that in the tub with you and wash it.
Yeah.
So when you make your eggs in the morning, you'll have clean. There's a cat walking around. And then what's it bringing? What is that now? It's a picture of himself. So, I mean, obviously they're feeding it, but it's just very funny. Just very, oh, what is that? What do you got there, Luz? Empty cup of noodles. Again, a hot bath. You could have poured those in the tub, made some broth there. Very cute. And then the cat. And is there, and now, what is that? Old jug of milk or cider or something. So, yeah, just go. Basically, if you're in the tub, you're like, oh, God, the dog. What was that? A Sonic toy. Jerry's eyes lit up. There you go. That was holding a bouquet? Sonic and Amy in a bouquet. Oh, there you go. Perfect clip.
Speaking of dogs, has the Corgi made their picks yet for Super Bowl?
You know what? Oh, Steph Furry.
He needs some time too.
I think Steph Furry likes to digest. He likes to get the whole packet as well.
Yeah.
I think they like to digest, and I'm sure we'll take a look at Steph Curry or whatever. Steph Furry. Tomorrow on the program, Matt Neverett is here, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Neverett and Joe D'Amico. Joe D'Amico, who started texting me on Tuesday with bets, letting me know what he wants to talk about. Then I didn't get back to him. He's like, hey, buddy, what's wrong? I go, Joe, I'm feeling sick. This is what kind of guy Joe D'Amico is. He's like, what do you need? He goes, I'll bring anything. You want some soup? You need pasta? What do you need? I'll bring it over. I'm like, no, I'm good. That's just the kind of guy he is. So it'll be a fun show. Matt Neverett, Joe D'Amico, and then Friday, Jeff Parles is back pulling double duty. Alex, thank you. We'll see you next week. That's it for Punchlines. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. I'm going to go cough off camera, and I'll be even better tomorrow. Oh, if you were coming to Payman's tonight to see me, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm not doing it. They replaced me. I think Bob Zaney's doing it. So go to the show. Bob Zaney and Aaron O'Connor, two of our favorites, are doing it. I'll do it in like a month. Thank you for watching Lines live in Nevada every show.